Oh, okay.
Oh, it's awesome. We got a little Bido Empire bio horror here.
Yeah. Aren't these guys from another Gradius?
Yeah, they're from. Well, the big things. They're Gal. They're from Life Force. Yeah.
Ah.
They're the stage 5 boss in Life Force. And then he's also in the boss rush of Gradius V.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so here's the cell stage. The only like organic stage in the game, which is kind of too bad, but it's a really cool
Man,
stage.
it looks like you're going into a big butthole right here.
Yeah, that's
the colon right here. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's typically what everyone says. And
Yeah.
it's what it looks like.
I mean,
Put that out there. You're going into an ass.
Yes.
Just say it there.
Yeah.
we got it out of the way then.
Okay. I just had to get that out of my system. I know all of you in Shmupland were thinking.
I mean, I personally, I'd prefer a vaginal hole.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Where's the teeth at?
Where's the shit at if it's an ass? Are those the shits?
Breaking hymens right here. Breaking many hymens.
Oh god.
Oh, sorry, ladies. Of Shmupland.
Well, like, yeah, what are the green things supposed to be?
Cancer. That's what you're doing. You're curing cancer.
In the future, they'll just get Vic Viper in your bloodstream or whatever. Get in there. So yeah, you pinch.
So this
here.
stage, this is probably the most stressful stage. This is typically where I first die.
Hey, double seems to be pretty effective.
Before this run, this is where I typically die later on.
Mm-hmm.
This stage, this is one you do have to practice. It starts getting difficult at this point.
Yeah.
Because you have the moving walls, you have a heavy amount of enemy fire coming up. You have those things being annoying. And then you destroy them and they let off more return fire. And then here you're going to have this little squeeze part here. With these things constantly coming as well.
Occasionally they shoot a couple bullets at you too.
Yeah.
See a couple of them there. Yep, there's a squeeze.
Yeah.
Little bowel movement there.
Yeah, it's a hard squeeze. And again, this is why I chose this type, because as you can see, I can organize everything to shoot everything around. And oh god, these walls.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, the nightmares.
Yes, they are. We'll find out more so later in this stage.
Yeah, and then here come the tapeworms. Yep, this is a stage where shit starts getting real.
Literally.
You just kind of hunkered down in that bottom position. Perfect place to be.
Yeah, because of the volcanoes and this worm that will always come back.
Those ground missiles are doing work, man.
That's why I love them. They just go until they hit something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, typically I try and kill that worm right before, but obviously it didn't go through this time. And then here you have the 6 volcanoes, and then more wall! This wall is bad because it's very volatile and when it destroys.
Oh wow! I like how you went through the other cell wall there. That's something I never really did. I would just take out the 2 volcanoes right away. That was pretty slick though.
And then we have the really long wall, which is typically where I die first.
Yeah, this part's really tricky to figure out like a good spot.
It's the timing, because if the wall comes back just even a little bit on you, you die. Just flat out, you die. And really the only way to maintain your fire enough to keep it off is to go to the forward of the screen.
Yep.
As I did. But then you also run the problem that you have these random enemies that come through. They're random, so you can't tell where they're going to come from. So maybe they crash into you. Maybe they don't. Maybe they disrupt your fire just enough for the wall to come back without you.
Yeah, it's like you find a sweet spot and you just stick with it.
Yeah,
once
you
find
do it and you just hold down the fire button and you hope that you can do it.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and it's a huge relief.
Yep.
Oh.
And is this part even possible to do without options? Yes, technically, but you don't want to do that. And then here you have this boss, the huge heart, which is only tricky in about, well, 2 spots. Or rather, 2 attack patterns. So you have these bones, and then you have the spines, which aren't a big deal. But then he does the volcano thing, which the really dangerous part is that one small bit may just come out of nowhere and hit you. And that's why it's dangerous. And then you have this bullshit here. Watch.
What? Oh.
I was.
You took all of them? Wow. How could you let that happen, man?
Oh.
I was way off, and then they're gone, and I was like, what?
Oh.
All of them.
All of them.
He's gonna feed the kids tonight.
He's gonna hatch so many. He's just blinging with all those options.
Yeah, and then that's, as you see now, it gets hardcore.
Wow.
Because now we have to do this with no power, and I believe that when Option Hunter takes them, it doesn't drop the rank as if you died. So.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah, you're still in full blast here, and as you see here, I do have the multiple highlighted, but when you play Gradius, you really do want to keep a spare at all times so that if you die, you can get the speed up.
Man, that's pretty important.
Wow.
You go so slow with speed.
Oh, it's terrible.
Did you ever get hit by those things when you're like learning this stage?
Which things?
The big bones.
The spines? Not really. They're pretty easy to dodge.
I remember I got hit by one once and I died, and I was like, God damn.
The spine got me.
Dude, it happens. It happens, man.
Oh.
Kind of reminds me of the spines from Life Force, I guess.
Oh yeah.
The first stage. So this stage is awesome.
Ugh, this stage is annoying for me.
Yeah.
This is one stage where the Type A disadvantage comes in.
Really? Okay.
Because there's a lot of meteors, obviously, and they're pretty durable.
I'm surprised you went for shield instead of option there.
You do make choices. There's some things you don't remember, and this is one of them. You just gotta make a decision on the fly. Do I want this?
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta remember this is like your first 1cc of the game, so.
Yeah, it's true.
You're probably still learning it a bit.
Which is really neat. Like, I like seeing these type of replays because they're very bridge for the beginning player, right?
It's more exciting
this is
too.
not gonna be. This is not some super score run.
Yeah, which is cool.
No, yeah, I like it when like the guy's just like flailing around, like panicking and shit, and like he manages to like beat a stage and stuff. That's how.
Don't worry, we'll have that moment later.
Okay.
Please bring it up when you are. I'm flailing here.
Well, at this point, I'm always freaking out because this is a hard stage, and this is where my pulse gets really high. especially since I typically come on off of death off of stage 4. Usually the boss gets me, unlike
really?
this time where instead I just lost my options.
Oh, okay.
So I do the boss, but then I manage to time him out because destroying him with the default weapon is just impossible. So typically I come here with nothing.
Really?
So it's still hard.
Yeah, a lot of careful option placement, I assume. It looks like you're really trying to be careful with that.
Yeah, this is definitely one where Type 2 is helpful with the direction because it's just so powerful. You just stick them in front of you and everything just blows up, especially since that one has a spread bomb, right?
I don't remember.
Who said they played Type 2? Was it Frenetic?
Yeah, you know, when you have the missiles, they shoot, I think, up and down, too.
Oh, that's not the one with spread bomb? It's just two-way?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think spread bomb is only an edit ability.
Okay, I
Now
guess.
that I think about it.
I'm just getting confused with Gradius 2 or Gradius 3.
This part can be annoying, right? Sometimes you get trapped by the very
The
big
big
ones.
rocks? Well, I personally haven't had that happen. Because the asteroids will always come and knock them around. And here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the big daddy of bosses.
Oh yeah, this boss is. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
And we're at full rank for this difficulty, so it's horrible.
Oh.
This one you just really gotta be pro at. Well, not pro, but you gotta be able to hold your own.
Yeah.
Because you've got the burst bullet patterns, you've got rocks coming everywhere, you have the invincible guy coming in, being unshootable.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he like tries to ram you too.
Yeah, he's spinning around, throwing bombs everywhere, and you have rocks, and then it goes backwards, which is not good for this type.
Nah.
Nope.
Yeah, this seems pretty difficult with Type 1. So.
Yeah, this you just...
Oh.
Oh. Checkpoints.
Sweet, a checkpoint.
Oh, wow.
Who'd have thunk it?
And now you guys want to see the checkpoint magic, this is it.
Sweet. Oh, you're right at the boss. Okay, right.
Yeah, it's right before the boss, and that's terrible because you don't get to power up much.
Oh shit, you're gonna beat this?
As you see, the rank goes down.
What? You're gonna beat this with just the...
Oh my
man.
god.
Oh, you got an option. Okay. One
This
option.
looks crazy.
As you
Man,
see,
it is
the
totally
difficulties
crazy.
drop considerably.
Yeah, the less
There's
bullets.
rocks are a lot dense, and he kind of drops less bombs, although that doesn't feel that way when you're like this.
Yeah, you know, that's actually a good point of using the checkpoints if the rank is gonna get adjusted.
Oh!
Uh,
Oh. Oh. Is the rank dropping further now,
No.
or?
No, this is like old Gradius, where once you die, you're gonna hit the lowest rank possible.
Ah, okay.
The way the rank works, I don't know. For this game, it seems it's not like flat out old Gradius, or it's a combination of old Gradius and the more newer concepts like the counter. Like on the Shoot 'em Up forum, I did make a big write-up of the Gradius 3 rank. Let me go look for it real quick, and I'll give a little rundown, and you guys can watch that.
Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, get those. Radius 3. Yeah, case in point, I think Alimony has been writing scripts where you can start the game at different loops, at least for Gradius 4. So,
There are actually some hacks of Gradius. I've seen quite a few for Gradius 2 where it gives you a stage and loop select before you start playing.
wow.
And
That
it's a hack of the arcade version. And there are some videos of it floating on YouTube. Okay, I found my little article. I'm just gonna post it in the Twitch chat here.
Okay.
All right.
So, basically the old way is, it's just a combination of, the difficulty on the dip switches, what loop and stage you're on, and then what power-ups you have. The difficulty is simple. It's, if you're easy, it's 0. Okay, well, I guess I should start a little earlier. The rank is a value on Gradius 3 from 0 to 32. So it's just a simple addition. For easy, it's a 0. For normal, it's 2. For hard, it's 4. For very hard, it's 6.
Okay.
And then it adds on according to what weapons you have. So a missile will be +1. Your double will be +2. The laser is +3, as you saw on the city stage. There is a difference. And then the laser, and then the option is +1 each. And oh, he's dead finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, use some clutch dodges in there. I will say.
That boss is always scary.
No, that the fact that you play it on checkpoints actually makes me want to go back and play this. If the rank gets adjusted when you die, like that's a big deal.
I don't know if it's adjusted on the live respawn. I don't know. I just don't play it. I don't know if it's different.
I want to say it isn't. Like maybe it adjusts like at once the next stage starts. I don't know, but I mean it was clear that it was adjusted when you died in the checkpoint.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I mean recovering is actually one of the best parts about playing a Gradius game. So
That's the hard part, but it also feels so good, and it'll honestly help you with if you can do that, it'll help you a lot with other games.
Other Gradius.
Well, any other shmup game in general.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then again, maybe the other ones aren't quite as recovery focused. Since in something like Battle Garega or Bat Rider, the main focus is really score. So if you if you die, you lose a bunch of score potential. But if you're just playing for survival, yeah, it'll help out.
Right.
Yeah, maybe it'll be rage quit insurance, you know? Just go like, oh, this game, I quit.
Well, sometimes you might want to do that. Like Gradius 3, that game's just rage hard. I mean, it doesn't matter how good, you've got to be like on another level to be able to recover successfully in Gradius 3. Like myself, I did the whole game without dying until the crystal stage, which is probably one of the only places you can recover just because it gives you so much space. And then I managed to squeak it out on the final stage with the wall.
Wow.
We talking about Gradius V Arcade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Seahawk is 1cc Gradius V Arcade, so yeah, respect.
Do you have a recording of that? Maybe.
Yeah, it's on YouTube as well.
Wow.
Maybe sometime we'll have to check that out, cause
Yeah, man. Wow, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, the only one I haven't 1cc'd is Gradius 4.
you're in for a treat. That game's awesome.
I've come so close.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten to the final stage on the hardest.
Oh, okay. You're playing the hardest, I see.
I do have a few videos of Gradius 4, where it's me slowly getting products, but that game is really hard as well.
Yeah, last stage is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, so managing the goo here.
Yeah, so here we have the goo stage. The slime goo, where you do have to manage it. And this is another one where it'll be hard without power-ups because the hitbox on them is not really immediately discernible.
Yeah.
So your best bet to the stage is just to shoot slime.
Yeah, just shoot it all the time if you can.
You get points too, so. Yes, and
Oh yeah.
This is like Nickelodeon or something going on here.
Oh yeah, totally. You know, all you just need is like some game show announcer and a big buzzer sound.
Yeah. Double dare. Double dare. Yeah.
It's like they're gonna slime the kids and then they make them play this stage.
No, no, that'd be horrible. That'd have like the lowest ratings of any game show ever. Kids would be everywhere. I can't be Gradius!
I love like this idea that like getting slimed concept could be playing Gradius. It's like feel the pain, feel the humiliation. Of course, younger generation might not get the reference, but we can here.
So we're just dealing with slime.
Yeah, it gets a little bit tricky though here, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it stops doing the spinny stuff, and then you have the upward scrolling.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. And then here's another part where the 3D stuff comes into somewhat annoyance.
Mm. This is a cool stage.
Yeah, it is. It throws a lot at you. It throws the goo, and then it has the backward section, which is probably the worst designed part of the game in my opinion.
Oh yes.
And because unlike something like Darius, you don't turn around. You just keep shooting forward while moving backwards and shooting forward like a dumbass.
So like yeah, this stage like you scroll in all the directions in this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Treasure probably looked at Gradius 4 because like Gradius 4 has like that one stage where it flips to vertical, that one of the last stages, and probably looked
Yeah, it does.
They probably looked there and like, well, we can do it even more for one stage. Because I mean, there is like some hints. I mean, of the various Gradius games in this one for sure. I mean, more than hints, but like Treasure really did a good job, kind of taking the influences.
Yeah, they did a good job. They balanced their game design habits with the way Gradius is. Like, they didn't make it exactly like a horizontal bullet hell unless you play on hard, but at that point you're asking for it.
Then yeah, like a little bit of trivia, like I guess like Treasure was actually made from former Konami employees.
Yeah, and
too.
after what was it, Axelay or some Super Nintendo stuff, they all quit and made Treasure.
And then this was the first game that Treasure went and worked back with Konami after like 10 years or something, because they felt like they would have been best to do it.
Yeah. Well, at that point, see, around this time, it was 2004 or earlier. At that point, shoot 'em ups are pretty much dead as a genre, so they would have been like one of the only ones left.
Treasure, man.
Yeah. Like,
It'll
pretty
last.
sure Rising was out. Tuliplan was out. Then Cave was, I guess, doing their own thing at that point.
Yeah, they weren't doing console stuff, so...
Yeah, Cave was on their arcade, and I don't think their game design ideas don't really fit with Gradius.
Yeah.
They're more about dodging bullets instead of destroying things.
So this boss is fun. The roller.
Yeah, Circle Core.
he starts doing all the Pong thing. Oh man, so many like memories of getting smashed by this guy. Gotta make sure you get the turrets as soon as possible.
Yeah, this section's more about controlling the fire, and you just shoot the boss whenever you can.
If you take too long, though, as I recall, it gets once again it gets pretty. It does like some new crap to you.
If he does the rolling, yeah, because if he does it again, he'll shoot lasers while he's rolling.
Oh yeah, that's what he does. Okay, yeah. And by that point, it's like he's just saying like, "Oh, you didn't beat me? Well, fuck."
Yeah.
Well, try this.
This is the game where you want to kill bosses as fast as possible. And here we go, Big Core Mark III again.
With the Gradius V boss music
This
remix.
is very infamous Gradius III roadblock for pretty much everyone.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Look at those laser patterns.
The boss in
I hate
Gradius 3
those.
that you like either need to time out or like use slowdown to kill. That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
Gradius 3, it's kind of a hitbox problem because the hitboxes in that game are so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. I mean, they just way off of the lasers and you just die. So, yeah, for this one in Gradius 3, you gotta either do some crazy game abuse or you have to time him out.
Yeah.
I've successfully timed him out once, and then I gave up on doing it ever again. And at that point, I just destroy him, but...
Really? I went the timeout route. I couldn't put up with it.
I don't know, I never was able to time him out. I succeeded in doing it once. But...
I wrote like a little guide on how to do it.
Well, I think when I did it, there was pretty much no documentation on this game at all.
Oh, okay.
Since, let's see, I started playing Gradius 3 in 2008 when I downloaded MAME for the first time. At that time, there was only one run on YouTube of Gradius 3, and that's pretty much what got me back into the shoot 'em up game. Because I had played Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo a long time ago, and then I forget how I found it on YouTube, but I saw the arcade version, and I was like, wow, I had no idea there was an arcade version. And then I downloaded MAME for the first time and played it. On my first playthrough, I actually beat the first stage.
Wow.
And I died in the bubble stage. And then, for the next year, I kind of was playing it casually. Just casually trying to beat it, getting a little better. And then around, in that summer of 2009, I discovered, the input file recording off of MAME. So I started doing that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's the start of making shoot 'em up videos. And then I beat Gradius 2 and 1, and after that, I pretty much went insane with Gradius 3 trying to beat it.
That's what you have to do,
Yeah,
man.
it's not healthy.
You have to put away your sanity.
Just
It was a bad time. Kind of got upset with it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, with Gradius V Arcade, it's like you have to have a grudge against it to beat it, pretty type of thing. All right, so third video, and still in the midst of the boss rush, or did you finish it there?
I beat it.
Okay, you beat the boss rush. All right, so I'll do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, click.
All right. The 7? Yeah, stage 7. And here is the final hurdle. You have this cool space here, and the game gives you just a bit of fun here before the speed stage starts up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this seems just like a giant point section, but at the same time, I guess if you die, it's handy for all those power-ups. And here's the most fun part of the game. You have the big cores that come and get in your face, and then you just blow them up.
Yeah.
blow them up, get them, all of them.
I love that.
You're getting a good amount of them here. Oh yeah, then the rush of the guys here.
Which you have to be careful of it. Because
Yeah, you do.
stray bullets, they're stray. And they tend to get lost amongst the horde here. So you do have to just watch and be careful.
Yep. And if you have type 2, you can just kill them all. So.
Speed. Speed.
And as far as speed stages, this one's pretty basic.
Funny thing about this game is when you get max speed, like the announcer just says speed.
Oh yeah, he's max speed, but then the good thing is that you can revert back to low speed.
Yes.
Unlike the other ones, which if you're gonna speed up, you gotta commit. You gotta be committed. This was a great idea by Treasure to let you regulate your speed.
Yeah.
It lets you be picky. Which is one thing I like about the Super Nintendo port of Gradius 3, because one of the exclamation mark power-ups is a speed down, which is what I always pick. Because
really?
Yeah. And then here's another hard boss.
Yeah, this boss is ridiculous.
Beacon! Also from the Super Nintendo. Except he's mad this time, and you better know physics here.
Watch your lasers. Know your angles.
Yeah. There's a trick where you can sit on top of him and he just shoots straight up, but...
That's no fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's not fun at all. A lot of times I don't really like the safe spots. But... sometimes you gotta do it.
Do you do the one for the gun wall in Gradius 4?
Well, no, because I haven't gotten to it.
Oh, you haven't gotten to it. Okay.
I know about it though, but I haven't gotten to it on a single run.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never fought it without the safe spot. I'll just say that.
I did it in Gradius 2 though, and Gradius 3, so...
Yeah. It's probably doable. Alright, so you fucked him up. That was a good job.
Yeah, without dying, which unlike my the practice run I put up before this, I died and got a game over there.
Yeah, those lasers will
actually died and then managed to time him out.
Oh wow.
And
That's
then
different.
came up this.
Like those lasers that boss shoots will pierce through your shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's,
makes it a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, the shield is more for little bullets and not for big beams like that.
Yeah.
Because those just wreck you.
So yeah, back to the bases.
Yeah, it's another one of those, like Gradius 2, like Gradius, just the base, the one with the eventually moving walls.
The base stages are usually pretty fun. It's games. Kind of make you.
And they usually have the best too. A good finish off music. Although I usually also always get stuck on them.
Couldn't really avoid that bullet there.
It's a narrow tunnel.
So there's all sorts of stuff happening. If it's like your first time here, like you're gonna be pretty overwhelmed.
Yeah, this wasn't my first time here though. As I said, about like 2 weeks before I uploaded this run, I actually got here to this point. It's also on YouTube. I called it an almost run, which I get a game over, but at the time I was like, wow, I almost did it. So
I see.
So yeah, this would have been actually my second time, but I guess that's close enough. And then this checkpoint here, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, the checkpoint right here is right before this backward section.
Really?
Yeah, and those and as you see, those enemies will still spawn out of the things.
So it's almost game over at that point?
Yeah, and then these balls. This was my first time now, because at that I.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, you look kind of nervous. You're doing like the worst setups for those balls.
I did the balls really badly, but
you did them the worst way possible.
I managed to do it somehow.
Yeah, you get the worst setups. I guess the bright side of doing it that way is like the balls like block the bullets if you're going under them.
Kind of.
Yeah. Massive power-ups.
Yeah, before the final push.
It's a tiny hitbox.
Yeah, the 2x2 hitbox. It's nice at times.
It's just like the guy's like helmet in the cockpit.
I wouldn't be surprised. And you have the scary magnetic mines.
Yeah, just kind of chill out, wait.
For a while,
yeah.
Until the screen forces you forward, and then it's scary.
It is. Once again, though, you have to be confident in the hitbox here.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta squeak through them. You really just kind of have to keep moving.
Yeah.
And don't be near the floor or the ceiling, because it kills you as it flips over.
Oh yeah.
That happens.
This boss is tricky. And fun. You got the gravity from both.
Gravity well, straight out of what, the MSX game, and then bullets.
There's a gravity in the MSX game, huh?
Yeah. What is it? It'd be Nemesis 3 on the MSX on stage 3. Yeah, there's the gravity.
Oh wow. Man.
Yeah, if that's one thing. Yeah, you should definitely try those. Mm-hmm. Like you have Gradius, which is just Gradius, but then you also have the Gradius 2, which is a totally original game.
Yeah, I played that one.
And even though it's on MSX, it is still really hard.
Yeah.
But it's also really entertaining. Like for the limitations of that computer platform, like the block scrolling and all that, it's still really fun. And then, although it's really hard as well, but then you also have Nemesis 3, which is a lot easier and it's more of an enjoyable.
That's original?
Yeah, it's still an original idea. Like, it's called Nemesis 3, but it's not based off of any arcade or previous work.
Right. And there's a Nemesis 90 Kai, right?
Yeah, that's a remake of Gradius 2 on, what is it, the Sharp X68.
Oh, okay.
I've never played it.
So yeah, the way you fought the boss was pretty self-explanatory there.
Yeah, you shoot walls and dodge fire.
It's kind of, balancing act of the senses there. Boom.
Yeah, and then you have this quiet moment before the last big boss. With the scary music. And we're just waiting, and there he is.
Oh yeah.
Our obligatory crab walker boss, Elephant Gear.
Yeah, and like you can destroy like the parts.
Yeah, you have to. Oh, okay, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But he goes away faster if you do.
Right.
So you got 12 cores there. And just like all the others, you have a bunch of Ducker turrets coming to make your life living hell.
a Gradius staple for boss battles.
Pretty much, it was the same in Gradius 2. It's the same in, well, okay, kind of not the same in Gradius 3.
Yeah. Gradius games used them a lot.
Yeah, except they replaced them with women.
No women! No!
What the fuck? Women, crabs, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Crab gear, what's the
Yeah, so we're totally just gonna kill this guy.
yeah, so you're gonna get all the cores here, I wonder?
Let's find out.
I usually, if I recall correctly, I usually missed a couple of them at least.
It's hard to destroy them all.
Yeah. In fact, I don't think I ever really did.
If you destroy them all, he explodes right away,
Yeah.
and then it just spawns some enemies.
If you destroy them all, like if it was on Xbox, like an HD remake, you'd get an achievement. Because it's like really hard.
Achievement get. Yeah, it is pretty difficult. But we're almost there.
Dang. Man, you're some nice little positions here.
It takes work.
I think, man, oh man, it's been so long. I think I was probably playing this game around 2007 when I was getting into it.
Oh! Yeah.
You got footed.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. So now you're not gonna really destroy all the cores.
No, definitely not. No, you just don't try not to die.
Holy shit! Like I have no idea what this is gonna be like.
Well, you get to see.
Oh.
Yeah, the crash.
This is the crash.
Well, it's not just a crash. It is one life gone.
Yeah.
So if you look over there, you'll see a noticeable 2 lives there. And after an hour, you're like, huh. You start getting nervous.
Oh, what?
So yeah, at this point, you live. And with this type, you just get missile and double, and that covers your bases, and you don't die now.
The walking missile, so it's good. It would walk if it was Gradius.
Yeah, I would.
Destroy the core. Don't you mean cores? Come on.
Might as well just say, don't die. Or maybe it should be funny and say, you're fucked now.
Yeah. The announcer says some funny stuff depending on how far you get.
Well, that's if you get a game over.
Yeah.
Or if he just openly mocks you. Like, in my practice run, I died, and he's like, and when I got a game over, he's like, what the hell?
Ah.
Oh, so you must be.
Oh, at this point, I was like freaking out. At this point, I'm sweating, hot, pulses into the stratosphere. Typical Gradius endgame for me, honestly. Unfortunately, I always seem to screw up just at the last moment, so the end game is always the same, just a fight to not get the game over.
Yeah.
It was the same in Gradius 2, it was the same in Gradius 3, same here, kind of the same in Gradius Gaiden. Although that was only after like 3 loops, so... So, I guess we'll let this play out. Anyone on the Twitch chat got questions? Or anything? I am watching it, so if you got any questions, you can go ahead and ask. Although I guess they're kind of behind.
Probably not by too much.
So, well, here's some background. They were supposed to develop an arcade equipment for to put this out in the arcades, but it was just too
It's too long.
too cost prohibitive too. Yeah, that's right. It's probably the length as well.
It would have been too long for arcade operators. They would not have taken it. Definitely.
Yeah. So
it's not like compared to like a cave game or anything else. This would be too long. I mean, a credit would just last forever.
Yeah, what would you do? It's like, well, you have this out on console. PS2 is pretty popular. Like, what would draw people in the arcades to play this game too?
Well, I don't think that I don't think it would have been hard to put in arcade. I mean, like it's just a PS2, and like Time Crisis 3 and Time Crisis 4. Have you ever played those?
Yes. Yeah.
The arcade hardware of those is actually just a PS2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. Well, at least Time Crisis 3 is on PS2. Yeah, those are just a PS2. It wouldn't have been hard, but like I said, operators would not have taken it. A credit would have lasted way too long.
Or maybe they could like turn up the difficulty or something.
Yeah.
I guess that'd probably be the main solution there. Or try to like kind of.
When you're in an arcade, you just want people cycling through the machine as fast as possible, no matter how pro they are. Like a cave game, like you have like super plays, like a counter stop, like your counter stop on the earlier STG weekly. That takes like 20-30 minutes max.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I'm just barely trying to survive, and we're already in an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not good for an arcade at all. Okay, so in the chat.
Wow, that was a nice little dodge there.
Yeah, we got through it. In the chat, favorite Gradius game. I'm a sadistic, cold bastard, so I've got to say Gradius 3 just because that game just screwed me up for good. Playing it so much. I played it for a year, and then the last month before I beat it was just like playing it non-stop.
Damn, man.
Oh, man.
It was bad.
Nothing's denting it,
I've
Gradius
sucked at
3.
least 1,000 attempts at the game.
What the fuck? Yeah, Gradius 3 arcade just.
It's ridiculous. If you're gonna play it with the knowledge that it is totally a grandmaster challenge. Shouldn't that be masochistic? I guess so.
Yeah.
The only thing about Gradius 3 arcade is like, there are some stages that really aren't that like hard, but then it's just like there are like super difficult bosses, and
It's Crystal
some
Stage.
sections that are like really difficult. Yeah, the crystal stage specifically is the big bullshit. The crystal stage that they expected you to like dodge, apparently, which is not possible. Actually, I think
Sometimes
Tivix
I'd come up
dodged it.
like an hour, like 10 attempts, because I'd have 10 lives at that point, and I'd just cry. I'd be like, can't do it.
Oh.
It was bad. Alright, so we're back. And in case anyone doesn't know, this is indeed a time paradox where you yourself are the cause of the bacterian invasion.
Oh.
In a weird time loop bit, it's your fault, basically.
Oh.
So now we're going back. And there's a bunch of option hunters, but
You're like, suck it, fellas.
Yeah, right.
Suck it.
screw you guys, whatever.
Whatever, I don't even have any options.
And you're at the door. Uh-oh.
I guess they're supposed to scare you. I don't know.
And yeah, we're back to double. And this is like the epic closeout. The music is just perfect. You're just back and you're here to finish it. Yeah, no,
It's working out.
somehow. And yeah, this is my first time at this point.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, can I do it? But it's okay.
Oh,
I give
it's your
myself
first
some
time to this stage?
Huh?
Or...
Yeah, getting this far. Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
That's-
I like this.
Yeah. if you play a Gradius 5, you definitely gotta do this. You gotta give yourself a hand here.
Oh, nice.
Treasure you slide dog.
Yeah, because it will save your input and play it back in this stage.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That is really
So as you saw, it was helpful.
Oh yeah.
That is really cool.
Bum bum bada bum bum.
Yeah, I love the music.
So it's like you were playing with yourself, right? That is
Yeah. Well, just for that bit. Then we're back to these things,
so. Oh.
and they're even harder than before.
He's like, oh, I'm back.
Yeah, dangling. Come on. They're
Here
dangling.
we end up pretty bad situation.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, this is the worst nightmare, honestly.
Oh.
Nice dodge. Nice dodges.
This is
Yeah, that
boy,
hitbox.
this is clutch. Wow, that was clutch.
Yeah, that was a nice collection of dodges there.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that was crazy.
Gotta make sure you kill this guy quick.
You don't.
Cause
Oh
whoa, did you help yourself there?
no, because as I learned just playing this, the shot just goes through it and it doesn't do any damage at all.
Oh.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, but we made it.
Yeah. I remember one time.
As a fun fact, I'm back with one option, just like my predecessor.
Wow.
If you go back to stage 2 and watch it, this guy indeed has one option.
That's crazy. Like it predicted. It predicted it. That's trippy. That's really Ooh.
Yeah, I remember one time I was trying to get the 1cc and the door actually got me. And
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it really sucked. That was on my last life too, so yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh.
A little Venom explanation here.
Yep.
This guy's such a bummer. Come on, Venom. Chill out.
No, he's always mad.
Yeah. Fuck.
He's mad.
Take that, PS2.
Yeah.
To slow it down.
Yeah, technically this would be easier on a fat PS2 because that one has a little bit more lag.
Oh.
Yeah, the slim PS2 is just a little bit faster than the fat. So it'll have less lag. And yeah,
Wait, so you're playing some of the loop here? Or there's 10 minutes. Or you watch the credits, or?
Yeah, I watch the credits.
Oh, okay.
No, I always watch the credits. You gotta,
Okay.
you got it.
Oh, nice.
You earn it. After 1cc like this, you earn it.
Wow. Nice job.
Yeah, that was a good run. Definitely a lot of clutch dodges in there.
Yeah. It's very, very entertaining to watch.
And the recoveries, like, damn, that really makes me want to go back and play it with the recoveries on, the checkpoints on.
It's a lot harder.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, when I played it, I just assumed, I mean, at that point, when I played it originally, I wasn't that into Gradius yet, so I just assumed, like,
Yeah,
oh,
me neither.
I was like, oh, respawn, it's cool, okay.
Oh,
Back when I got this, I just played it and then I lost interest again.
Yeah.
I decided it was too hard, and then I came back to it last summer.
dang, look at that G-Rev and Treasure. Look at
Oh, cool.
that. Look at those
Yep.
G-Rev.
I didn't realize they created G-Rev, guys.
Yeah. After Taito, after the G-Rev guys left Taito,
Wow.
I don't know what they did though, or what Treasure handed off to them.
Yeah, the asteroid boss recovery round.
Oh, I love the receptionist, Haruko Hosaka. Oh, they credit the receptionist too. That's awesome.
That receptionist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just sat at the desk.
Yeah.
Secretariat.
Yeah.
And then you have Konami, which I don't think they did much either, but whatever, they're in the credits. Konami! Make Gradius 6!
Yeah,
Or
make
something.
Gradius 6!
Do something, or just say it's dead forever so we don't have to worry about it.
So guys, should I go to the Konami headquarters here in California and just like picking it every day, Gradius 6?
Yeah, you should.
I might do that. I might do that. The sad thing is, I think Konami's making a lot of their money just like Aruze by making like these slot machines and then going to Vegas.
Yeah,
you
their
know?
last Gradius game was a Gradius slot machine.
Is
That's kind of depressing, honestly, because if you saw like the production values in the video in that game, it's depressing. It's like this could be Gradius 6,
but it's a slot machine.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the dark side for video game companies. Actually, the Japanese ones, they're like,
that pachinko.
Yeah, that and pachinko. So they'll put all their programming into these games, and then they outsource it or make a percentage, a profit off of the slots. Weird, and they just make a grip of money. So Konami, Gradius 6, throw us a bone here,
Exactly.
please. I don't know. Translate your slot machines into shmups.
Translate the slot machine.
Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe they could do like a crossbreed. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Dodge the bullets.
Would it be like that
Jackpot.
stage in Star Fox when you shoot the slot machine?
Yeah.
Oh, that was tons of fun. So that was fun. That was a stage you weren't supposed to find. Treasure!
No, nice. Put the little logo in there and everything.
Yeah, I put that because I love Treasure. And I love their old logo better than the new one. So.
Cool.
Is Treasure making anything new now, or what's?
Okay, I don't know. I hear they're making a 3DS game.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is. I don't. They don't make many games, to be honest, and they haven't made an original work in like ages. Like this might be actually the last one, because they didn't make anything else, and then they did the Radiant Silvergun remake for the 360, and they made Sin and Punishment too, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, so you are playing some more?
Well, I do play it, but I don't get very far.
Oh, okay.
At that point, my heart really isn't into it. I'm playing it just so I don't look like a loser that just games it. Like, I can't do it. I just gotta keep going, but my heart really isn't into it, so it's not very long.
Oh, okay.
So we can just
get a little sample.
talk it here and then close it up. So yeah, I don't know what Treasure's making. I don't know if it's a shoot 'em up. I don't know if it's like a Mischief Maker sequel. I don't know if it's a new Gunstar.
How about Ronald McDonald Land sequel?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Is that one they did?
Yeah, they did it for what, the Genesis?
Oh,
I don't know, but I think that was like their second game. Maybe before they had their Treasure dynamic.
I wonder what it was like if they were coming back to Konami and going, "We left you guys, and now you're asking us to help you guys out."
No. I don't know. Konami.
We'll let you do Gradius. They're like, "Oh, sweet." Maybe that's why they left Konami in the first place, because a lot of people were like, "I want to make." That's why G-Rev left, because they were like, "We want to make fun."
G-Rev left Taito because Taito closed down the arcade division, or at least the the old style before going to things like flip the tea table or whatnot.
Yeah. So it must be neat to.
I don't know. That seems to be a trend in the shoot 'em up industry. Like a company changes and then a bunch of employees get butthurt and they leave.
Yeah.
Like
make shmups.
Toe-Up went closed down, and then the remainder made Rising, and then Rising closed down, and they went into Cave, and Cave is pretty much set to go under.
No, they're not. I still believe in them.
Set.
They're having a festival.
Going under, so we'll see if this if maybe they can bring it back with the something. I don't know.
They can. It always does. There's some sort of company that always comes out.
They should do it by making their shit region free.
Yeah.
Like their shmup collection, it's all their games on 360 and it's region locked. And I don't know, I hate region locking. I really do. It's just an incredibly stupid way to block off games.
Well, to be fair, aren't the like the games that are region free going to be still on the collection?
I don't know.
I would assume that they would, because they're lazy.
All right, so I see the video died on Twitch.
The new version of OBS is really weird. This problem happened earlier, but I fixed it. But this is the end of the stream, so it doesn't matter that we don't have a picture right now. But I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, well, it's the end of the video. I die at the boss, so... I die in game over at the boss, so unless you want to go in and see me put in the high score...
I have actually no idea why I don't get a picture right now.
Oh, weird. Maybe... Maybe it's only for some?
No, I don't see it.
Nope. It just won't...
Now
suddenly. Well, we have a picture.
Is there audio, though?
It's audio.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. There's a Gradius time warp going on here.
Okay, it's back now.
Whatever.
So yeah, it's just a boss, and I die pretty fast.
Oh yeah, we never talked about like the center safe spot that there kind of is here. Well, not there, but
I probably could have gone farther, but while it was down, it appeared the boss now has a second core on the other side.
Yeah.
So it killed me as it popped out.
Okay, yeah.
And at that point, there's just
yeah. It's kind of tricky, yeah.
You know, at this point, I'm tired. I'm done. I'm ready to stop.
It's an 80-minute game. Like, if you're gonna like loop this game, like you gotta have some time.
Like those loop 256 videos on YouTube. I don't know how you press yourself to do that.
Pretty sure they just like started from.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't. You have to unlock that.
Oh.
By doing them all.
Actually, I'm not sure if that's true.
Oh.
I think you might be able to select whatever you want after a certain time played or something like that. I think you can just select, so. Nice.
Yep.
2 million there.
That's the definitive moment. The one you can't miss. You have to put it in the high scoreboard.
Cool.
Then I save and leave it at the ranking, maybe? Or do I just save and turn it off? Okay, I leave it at the ranking.
So another a little interesting to mention about this game is when it came out, at least in the international or US, there was a scoring contest for it, and they awarded I think it was just some a DVD, like a scoring DVD with developer interviews and some stuff with that. I think they had a shirt too you could win, but there was actually a couple people on the Shmups forum that did enter that tournament and actually placed. I know one of them, Alamone, is actually one of the guys hangs out in the Shmups IRC chat room. He actually won the tournament, he said, which is really cool. And then there's another guy, this guy Rob. He also entered it. So it was kind of they really, I guess it seems like they really wanted to, foster some rebirth or something with a contest and stuff like that. But not sure exactly how successful it was. But people entered anyway. It would have been cool to participate in that.
Yeah, that was before when I was back. I wasn't in the most at that point. So.
At that time, it was people were recording their videos on like VHS.
Yeah, the Dark Ages.
Sending in their tape, and that's a lot of work. That'd be like a lot of work at the time.
Yeah, that'd be more work than this.
Yeah.
Here I just hook up the component cable and hit record.
All right, so that was Gradius V for STG Weekly number 12 or 13. I still don't know. It's one of them. But yeah, so Seahawk, thanks for joining.
Yeah, no problem. It was tons of fun.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, and definitely gonna have to have you on again because your videos are definitely produced really excellently, and that's really cool to have for the show. So,
no problem.
Very possible we'll have you on again. So,
all right, sounds good.
But yeah, I guess that's about it. Suppose we can wrap it up. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and go check out Gradius V. You can probably get it for like $20 or something.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wait, more than that?
Way more than that. When I bought it back in 2008, it was $50.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I'm pretty sure the price has inflated a lot since then.
All right, well, check it out one way or another.
All right.
It's really solid.
Yeah.
Really solid game. So, with that has been STG Weekly number 12, and we will catch you all next week.
All right. Later.
Later.